Hi, my name is Mary. Thank you for joining me today while we stretch and get a little stronger so our everyday moves are just a little easier to do. Today we're going to do a special program on exercise for walkers because walkers have really good strong legs and they have a strong heart and they really move those arms, but we're going to work on upper body strength and keeping the lower body flexible because when it's flexible it can actually get stronger. Before you begin this or any other exercise program, you'll want to check with your doctor and he'll tell you exercises you should or shouldn't do. Also, you'll want to wear loose, comfortable clothing so when we bend or lean or stretch, you don't feel restricted in any way. You'll want to have water on hand. Of course, you know that as a walker, but even if you don't walk, when we exercise together, you'll want to make sure you have some water. And you'll want to eat well and have that good nutrition, those fruits and vegetables. Yeah, so you're nice and strong. So we're going to begin our program. You'll want to get something for a weight. Now what I have 2 bottles that sometimes I fill up with water and I keep one in each hand when I exercise, like when I do my walking. Sometimes I don't use anything at all, but for our upper body, we're going to use them today. So you want to have anything that weighs a little bit, but you'll want to have 2 the exact same weight. So if you have cans of soup, that's okay. Just make sure they're the same weight. So you'll run around the house and get 2 things, or if you have 2 empty bottles that are in the recycle bin, you can rinse them out and put the same amount of water in each one. And then you can really recycle and reuse, which of course we want to do so we can keep the trails open and free of litter. Yay! So let's begin now by just getting warmed up. We're going to stand hip width and we're standing behind our chair. Our posture is nice and tall, ear, shoulder, hip, knee, and ankle. We're going to simply hold onto the chair and transfer the weight from side to side. There you go. We feel terrific. We're not going too fast, but you're going to actually feel a big difference when you transfer the weight from this side to this side. That's it. Good work. Now, if you want to get brave, of course you can take one hand off. That's it. And then take the other hand off. Good. That's it. And you can take 2 hands off. Usually when we walk, we don't walk like this because then we would be like ducks and waddling. But it's a good idea to get that transfer of weight laterally from one side to the other. You're doing great. Thank you for joining me today. You're going to be so happy. Okay, let's hold right back onto that chair. And we're going to step touch in. There you go. And you can step a little wider and touch in. So we're moving laterally. Now this is really good if you're walking someplace like at the reservoir where one side is supposed to be for the bikes and the other side is for the walkers. Sometimes you're walking right along and a bike comes zipping down towards you. So you have to really be able to step out of the way like this. There you go. Good. Good. Now let's take it slower. Touch in, step wider. Touch in, step wider. Good job. And always make it so that it's comfortable for you. And your wide might be wider than mine, and it might be more narrow, and that's okay. So now we can go really wide when we slow it down, but we're going to pick up the pace and bring it smaller. Here we go. So it's step touch in. You'll notice we're not stepping so wide. That's it. Good work. Now we're going to step touch wide. You're going to hold that touch. Again, transferring the body weight. That's it. And we're going to release one hand as we lean away from the foot that's tapping. You, of course, don't have to release that hand. There you go. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. That was great. Now simply step wide and bend one knee and then the other. When you bend the knee, you want to make sure that the toe is facing forward and slightly out. That way, when you bend the knee, it tracks in the direction of the toe. There you go. Now we're going to do something a little different. We're going to take this hand and reach over and down. Over and down. Good. That's it. So we're stretching the back and opening the chest. That's it. Stretching the back and opening the chest. Good work. Reaching up and down. And now switch hands. Reach down. Up and over. Down. Good. Reaching down and up. You've got it. So you can feel that in the shoulder and the upper back. And usually when we walk, our arms are going forward and back. So this is getting a different angle. That's it. You're doing great. You're doing great. Last one, and march it out. Okay, you did a great job. Now we're going to march wide again. Now let's see how wide we can march. Now we're landing on the balls of our feet and our heels. Our toes are rolled out. Good work. Let's go a little wider. Then we're going to hold it still, place our hands on the chair, and push the buttocks back. So from the side it looks like this. Pushing the buttocks back, keeping the chest high. All the weight is on the heels. You don't have to hold onto the chair if you want to practice balance. But if you don't want to practice balance, heck, your chair's right there. Pushing back and up, back, and you'll notice we're not snapping the legs. We're pushing the buttocks back, keeping the chest high. You're doing just great. Just 2 more. Good job. You are done. Now we really worked our thighs, so we're going to pull the heel to the buttocks. There you go. Now when we do a hamstring curl by pulling the heel to the buttocks, we want to make sure the knee is back, so we're stretching out that thigh. Good. That's it. So we're really stretching out the thigh. And this is a great thing for walkers because you're stretching out the muscles you use for walking. You use these a lot. But we also want to strengthen the back of those muscles, the hamstrings. You're doing great. And you want to bring it up as high as you can. So my heel comes up high, but if yours only comes up here, that's great. That's a great start. You're doing terrifically. So bring it up as high as you can for 4 and 3 and 2. Good work. Let's wiggle those legs out. Ha! How are you feeling? Great. Okay, let's relax our hands down by our sides. Thumbs front, fingers wide. Pull the shoulders up and relax them down. From the side, pull the shoulders up and relax them. Pull the shoulders right to the ears and relax them. Good. Now, something that's really important for walkers, in addition to pulling the shoulders up and relaxing, is pulling the shoulders back. And we don't go front. We don't want to round front and back. All we want to do is go back and come center. Back and come center. Pull the shoulders back. Good. That's great. You're pulling the shoulders back and relaxing back. And you can actually feel those shoulder blades squeeze together. And you can feel those muscles right between the shoulder blades. Good work. That's it. Now let's pull the shoulders up and back and down. Up and back and down. Up to the shoulders, back and down. Great. Good work. Now we're going opposite. Reach the shoulders back and up and down. Pull them right back, up and down. Good work. Back and up and down. One more time. Back and up and down. Great. Boy, those shoulders really got a good workout, didn't they? Okay, so let's grab our weights. So it can be any weight, but it just has to be equal size. And actually, if you're working with something in a bottle, you can start with a really low. Fill it up just halfway. And then when you feel comfortable, you can fill it up more and more and more. Okay? Sounds like a great deal. Okay, so our body weight will shift side to side. That's it. Now we're going to lead with our thumb and bring the hand right up to the shoulder. Your elbow is down and right under your shoulder. There you go. That's it. Your elbow is down, your chest is high, and you feel wonderful. There we go. We're working on the biceps, and we're bringing the weight all the way up to the shoulder, all the way down to the hip. Again, we're transferring the body weight from one side to the other. Let's do the same thing, but step touch in. Step touch in. Good. That's it. So then we give one foot a little bit of a break, and that leg really appreciates it, I can tell you for sure. Our chests are high. We feel so good. Our ribs are lifted up off of our last meal, which is always a good thing. Good. Now we're going to hold our weights right by our shoulders. Our palms are facing in, the elbows are down. We're going to reach up to the sky and down. Up to the sky and down. And I'll show you from the side. We reach up to the sky and you'll notice that the weight is in front of my shoulder. That's it. So I'm not going up and back like that. It's just in front of my shoulder. So that's a safe way for your shoulders. This is a great exercise to do because you could be getting out to walk out the door and go, whoa, is it cold? And you might have to reach up to the top shelf to get your fleece jacket that you put away for the summer. Or if it's too hot, you might have to go back in, reach up to the top shelf where your short sleeves are. So this is a great exercise to do. We can always use this one. Excellent. Good. Our shoulders are relaxed and down, and we are not snapping the elbow. You'll notice we're pressing up, but we're not snapping our elbows. Good. That's it. We're reaching for the stars. Great. One more on this side, and then slowly relax down. Wow, that was great. Now, our palms face our hips. Our shoulders are up, back, and down. Our legs are wide, and all we do is just lean from side to side. Again, just transferring that body weight. Then bring our weighted arm up, not to exceed the height of the shoulder, because heck, we don't want any shoulder impingement. So ideally, you're coming right out to the side. If this bothers your shoulders, there are a couple of things you can do. You can bend your elbows, keeping the weight right in front of the elbows, lifting the elbow up. Good. That's it. You can do that. Or if it's bothering your shoulders, you can bring your weight slightly forward instead of directly out. You're doing a great job. That's it. Okay, just 2 more. And you are done. Wow, that was a lot of work. Now we're going to take our bottles or whatever we're holding for a weight and just roll our thumbs out. And we feel the weight pull down on those muscles. That feels so good. That is a great, great stretch. Nice. Okay. Now we're going to practice our walking with our bottles. Are you ready? Okay, we're going to walk sideways. We go. Step together, step, touch, step together, step, touch. Good. That's it. Our elbows are in tight and our weights are right in front of our elbows. The elbows are under the shoulders. So now we're going to bring one arm out and then the other. Here we go. Out in, out in, out in, out in. Good. Out and out. This is for your rotator cuff. Out and in, out and in. Good. That's it. Out and in, and hold it center. That was great. You did a good job. Roll the thumbs out, and in, and out, and in. Okay, we're going to travel to the other side. Are you ready? Here we go. Step together, step, touch. Nice. You're standing nice and tall. And of course, before moving out to the side, we have checked to make sure we're not going to step on anything slippery like a cat's tail or maybe some magazines you left by your favorite chair. Add the arm. Out, in, out, out, in, out. Good. You're doing just swell. That's it. And remember, if you can't stay with me, that's okay. Take a little break and join again. Last time, you're done. Woo! That's a lot of weight. And so what we're going to do is, because our hands have been wrapped around these weights, we're going to take the weights and just kind of roll them down the outsides of the legs. Good. Good. Going to roll them and roll them. That's it. We lift our fingers wide and we push into the sides of the legs. It's going to give our hands a break, a very welcome break, I might add. Okay, you did a great job so far. Okay, so we got our biceps. Now we have to get the muscles on the back of the upper arms. So we're going to do something fun. We can hold onto the chair. We always want to make sure we have a chair or the counter or something sturdy that we can hang on to if we're ever feeling lightheaded. Okay? So what we're going to do is have a slight bend in the knees, tilt forward from the hinge on the hips. Have a beautiful line, ear, shoulder, hip, and right down in front of the hips. Lower, of course, are your knees, but right under your knees are your heels. We're going to take our weights, and they're right by our thighs. We're going to pull them up to our hips and down. So we draw the elbows right up to the sky. We're using the muscles on the back of the upper arm and our upper backs. This is called a bent over row. We're pulling the elbows up. You'll find if you have a nice strong upper body that when you walk, it really is helpful to have a nice strong torso, strong abs, a strong back. There you go. Good work. Pull those elbows up. Your elbows scoot along your ribs. Good. You're doing a great job. Excellent. Good. Let's try 2 more. We reach down and forward, up and back, down and forward, up and that one. Okay, come back. Soft knees. Push the buttocks back so the weight is on the heels. Draw the belly in, shoulders back and down. This time we're going to pull our elbows up so our weights are right by our ribs. We're going to extend the arms and then bend. Now we're working the muscles really directly right on the back of the upper arms. So we worked our biceps by doing the curl, and now we're doing the triceps. And from the elbow to the shoulders, that part of the arm doesn't move. But I can tell you, by golly, that lower arm is moving. It's sweeping into our ribs and then reaching back out. It's a kick back. Yes, indeed. Our shoulders are relaxed and down. The weight is on our heels. We only have 2 more. 1 more and done. Wow. Okay, let's let those weights just swing around. You want to make sure you have a good grip on them, because if you're swinging around like this and you let go, pang, you can hit the poor dog on the head with your weight. So you want to make sure that you're holding on tightly so everybody and everything is safe when you're exercising. I can't always say that's true for me, so I know. We have to really be careful of our environment. Good. Okay, so now I'm going to put our weights down. There you go. Shake out our hands, interlace our fingers, and push the palms down, because we've been having our hands wrapped around the weight. We push the palms down and lift the chest up through. Our shoulders are relaxed and down, and we feel super. And then we push the hands away. Our shoulders are relaxed and down. And then we push our hands over to the side, but we look away. Excellent. Slowly come back to center. Push the hands to the other side and look away from the hands. This is great. And we'll do it 1 more time. This is really important, because while you're walking, if you hear a noise in the woods, you just want to look and make sure there's no bears there. And turn and look and slowly come back to center. Push the hands away again, shoulders up, back and down. Very nice. Okay, this leg, all your weight goes onto this leg, and just this leg lifts up a little and down. We're working the outer thighs. So up and down, good. You want to make sure the toe faces front. So when you do this, and I'll show you from the side, lifting up and down, that's it. Make sure the toe faces front and not up, and you're pushing with the outside of the heel. All your body weight is on that other leg. Good. That's it. Nice job. Now, if you say to yourself, wow, my back is starting to hurt, if that happens, bring your leg forward slightly, out to the side but forward, and that will take that pressure off of the back. Good job. Now cross it in back and push the hips back and lean forward a little bit. Nice job. You did great. So the good news is you're done with that leg. Uh-oh, the bad news is we have to roll up and do the other leg. So here we go. Transferring the body weight over here, using this leg. Good. And we're pushing with the outside of the ankle. Remember, the toe faces front. Like if we could get our toe up, if I rotate my toe up, I could really get my leg high. But then I'm not working my outer thigh, so I have to stay with my toe rolled in. Good job. That's it. You're doing great. And you're going to feel it. You know where you're going to feel it? Right on your base leg. That's where you feel it. Even though you're working that leg, that outer thigh, a lot of times you'll feel it on the base leg that's holding all the weight. Good job. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Cross it in front and then push those hips back. Oh, that feels so good. Doesn't that feel good? I love that stretch. And then we're going to roll up. Good job. Okay, now you're going to walk back from behind your chair. I'll turn my chair around a little bit. Make sure my weights don't go flying. And I'm going to turn the chair around a little bit. Okay, with a nice flat back. We're going to be fingertips away, soft knees, flat back folds from the hinge on the hip, ear, shoulder, hip, good alignment, touching back. And now we're going to just lift that leg a little bit. Nice. Good. That's it. Hold the belly in. Relax the shoulders. Good. It's a small move, but by golly, you're going to feel that in the buttocks. Good. You've got it. That's it. Just try 4 little ones. 3, 2, and 1. Bring that knee up. Stretch out those buttocks. That feels good. And step down, please. Other leg goes back. Ear, shoulder, hip. Nice alignment all the way down. Good. Bend forward a little bit. Push energy out through the heel. Try to relax the shoulders. Sometimes we tend to shrug the shoulders up. This time we're pushing energy out through the heel, squeezing the buttocks. That's it. Good. Good. You're doing great. And you don't want to bring the leg too high because you don't want to compress that low back. There you go. Just squeezing those buttocks tightly. Very nice. Very nice. Wow. Again, you're going to feel it on the other leg. Good work. That's it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pull the knee up. Oh, that feels so good. You may want to hold the knee up and even pull it up a little higher. It just depends on you and how you're feeling, but we definitely want to stretch those buttocks out. And then slowly relax down. Good. Shoulders up, back, and down. Now we're going to add an upper body exercise. Yay! So we walk back a little bit. Okay? And one leg is extended, just like you have a cast on the leg. The foot is flexed. 2 hands on the chair. Make sure you have a sturdy chair. You're going to bend the elbows and the leg comes up. And then you're going to straighten your arms. So this is a little baby push-up. We're starting to strengthen the upper body just a little bit. That's great. That's great. And of course, your gaze is straight ahead. You're pushing energy out through the heel. There, we're pivoting on the hip. And we want to make sure that the hip of the leg we're lifting, this hip doesn't roll up. And we can judge that by making sure the toe is rolled down. Very nice. Very nice. That's great. Can you do 2 more? I'll bet you can. Here's 1. And here's 2. Excellent. Now sweep the leg forward and push the hips back. Soft bend in your base knee. That feels great. That is a wonderful stretch for the whole back side. Nice work. And slowly roll up. Shoulders up, back and down. And let's do the other leg. Walk back so your fingertips away. Soft knees. The other foot comes back. This time we're going to bend the elbows. Our chest comes down towards the chair and up. And we're pushing energy out through the heel. That's it. We're pivoting from the hips. Good job. And we're bending our elbows and then straightening them. Our gaze is straight ahead. Shoulders are back and down. Excellent. That's excellent. We're really getting a good workout today, aren't we? Woo-hoo! We're getting those legs. Heck, we're going to be able to climb every mountain. So we're going to be really on a walking spree. There you go. Bend those elbows. Straighten those arms. When you bend the elbows, the chest opens up. And then you push the hands down. The back opens up. Last one, please. Now swing that leg forward and push the hips back as the chest comes down. It's almost like you're folding right from the hinge on the hips. Pull the toe up so you really get a good stretch on that calf, the part of the lower leg. And that whole, the buttocks and the hamstrings, all the way down to the calf gets a good stretch. That's it. What a good job. That's excellent. Great. You did a great job today, so we need some stretches. We did get our stretch. Like this, we got our hamstring stretch. Okay, so you also want a calf stretch. These are really good for walkers too. You're gonna hold on and you're gonna feet hip width apart. Step back a little bit more and press the back heel down. Bend the front knee and bring the hips squarely forward. That's it. You've got it. Our shoulders are relaxed and down and the corners of our mouth are turned up because we know we are going to completion. Woohoo! Then we roll up on the back heel. Draw the back knee down. So now you have knee, hip, shoulder, and ear in good alignment. We simply drop the hip down a little bit and up. Good. That's it. Very nice. Feel that nice stretch in the whole leg. You're going to feel it here. You're going to feel it here. Everybody gets this one. Good. And hold it down. 2, 3, 4. The other foot. Step back a little bit more. Push the heel down. Hips are squarely aligned with the back of the chair, and we bring the hips forward by bending the front knee. Good. And of course, our gaze is straight ahead. Our shoulders are back and down, and we feel great. Our legs are really grateful for this stretch, by the way. They love it. They totally love it. Yes. And all while we're working the lower body, we have to ask ourselves, so what are we doing with the upper body? Well, our head's high, shoulders back and down, belly's in. Then we roll up on the back toe, pull the back knee in. Tuck the hips in, standing nice and tall. Lower a little bit and come up. And everybody's different. You may even take that back knee and be able to touch the floor. That's fantastic. So everybody has their own way of doing everything. And that's what's so wonderful about this whole world, is that we're all different. And then we're going to hold it down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and slowly push up. Wow, that was great. So we can shake our hips out, shake our legs out, shake our arms out. Great, great. And we're just going to step touch in. And as we do, we're just going to sweep the arms side to side. Good. Then we're going to make a nice little rainbow, making sure that all the muscles in the shoulders are nice and stretched out. Good. Now we're going to make a big arm circle. Wow! Using those shoulders, drawing the elbow back, opening that chest. We feel so good. Great. Nice. And we're going to place our hands right on our thighs, and we're going to slide our buttocks back, slide the hands down the thighs. Our back is flat, our buttocks are pushed out. All the weight is on the heels. Then we tuck the hips in, round the back, and drop the gaze between our toes. Push the hips back, lift the head, arch the back, tuck the hips in, round the back, drop the gaze between the toes. Push the hips back, lift and lengthen. Great. Last one. Okay, tuck those hips in, round the back. Now push the feet down, straighten the legs, pull the shoulders up, back, and down. That was so great. We get a nice stretch with one arm, just giving that arm a little hug, opening wide, and give the arm a little hug. That feels so good. Let's bring our hands up and try to touch our fingertips and then our elbows, and pull those elbows back into the side and side. Sweep wide. Let's take a great big breath in. And as you exhale, know that all will be well. You did a great job. Let's drink our water.
Funding for Simsbury Community Television is provided in part by contributions from viewers like you. Thank you.